What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we have 3 more cards to talk about for you guys, and that is a new Constellar card, a new X-Saber card, and a new Yugitube card. Yes, the 3 that have been in the anime pretty recently, and I was really psyched to see them in the anime, and they're all 3 getting new support cards that are all good. And yeah, they're all spell cards. Also, I feel like I need to say this first. These are all going to be in a special pack that Japan's getting. No idea when we're getting these over in TCG. It would be awesome if we also got this special pack, but nothing has been announced on that. I kind of assume that we'll get some kind of special thing, sort of like Number Hunters, or Dragons of Legend, or even like a collector's tin that might include these, you know, and a few of the other cards that we're missing, like a lot of the cards I've been talking about today. But yeah, hopefully it won't be too long of a wait, or they'll just be added into our version of new challengers. I guess it's new challengers, it's next challengers. But yeah. I feel like I'm the bearer of bad news and that kind of stuff, but hopefully it won't be too long of a wait. I really hope not. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about these cards, though. Alright, first up we have Constellar Tempest. It is a continuous spell card. Its effect is during your end phase, you control 2 Constellar XC monsters that have XC material. Target those 2 XC monsters, attach all XC materials from those 2 targets. If you do have your opponent's life point, you can only use the effect of Constellar Tempest once per duel. During each of your standby phases, you can target 1 Constellar XC monster you control and 1 Constellar monster in your graveyard. Attach that target from the graveyard to the XC monster as XC material. So yeah, just being able to get rid of all the materials on 2 Constellar XC monsters you have halves your opponent's life points. That's really scary, just being able to use something like that right there. And then you could use like maybe a magic cylinder, or I was trying to think of something that you could just really tick off your opponent that way. And not only that, of course, its secondary effect is actually pretty good as well, where during each of your standby phases, you're able to get one of your Constellar monsters and then attach it to one of your Constellar XC monsters. So you're able to basically, you know, get more materials for that. And since the Constellar monsters, the Constellar XC monsters that are out there are actually really powerful, them getting more materials is really scary. I mean, think about Pleiades or M7 and all those getting more materials to use. Yeah, that won't be annoying at all, right? Just keep sending cards back to your hand. Not only that, of course, the whole having your opponent's life points thing can only be once per duel at least. So I guess that's not too overly powerful in that at least. But yeah, I think it's a great card for Constellars. I think that it's mainly the secondary effects is what I like on that, but that first effect can be very scary as well. Like I said, I kind of wonder if we're going to see some Constellar players using like Magic Cylinder or something now with this. I can't wait to see what's going to happen on that. After that, we have Saber Reflect. This, of course, is the new X-Saber card, and it is a quick play spell card. When you take damage while you control an X-Saber monster, gain life points equal to the amount of damage you took. Also inflict an equal amount of damage to your opponent. Then you can add 1 Saber spell trap card or 1 Gothams card from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 Saber Reflect per turn. Yeah, this gives X-Sabers, of course, kind of a new card to protect them, because you're able to gain life points equal to the amount of damage you took from an attack, and plus you're able to inflict that same amount of damage to your opponent. So that can save you from, you know, of course, if they're about to win the game, as well as they can also win you the game by inflicting the damage back at your opponent. Not only that, it's a good searcher card for X-Sabers, and something that can really help them out, because you're able to get one of the Saber cards you need. Like, you could probably go for, like, Saber Slash, I guess, would be one of the main ones you'd go for on that, or, of course, 1 Gothams card, which, of course, a Gothams Emergency Call, I would assume, would be one of the main ones people would go for on that as well. And yeah, just able to search them from the deck to your hand, which can help out X-Sabers a lot. And that also kind of seems like a theme with some of these newer cards as well. Seems like we're getting a lot of new searcher cards for a lot of older archetypes. So as you'll see from the next card here in a little bit that we'll talk about Gem-Knights. But yes, this seems like a great card for X-Sabers, even though you can use it once per turn. I'm glad they added that, because that would be too scary probably. If you could use, like, think about using multiples of these, that would be just really scary on that. Other than that, just being able to inflict damage to your opponent on that's like my favorite part of this effect. Not only does it inflict damage to your opponent from an attack, and you know, are safe from the attack like that, you get to also search for this card, and that is a really good card. So I can't wait to see what that's going to help out X-Sabers. I think it's going to help them out a lot. After that, we have Absorb Fusion. This, of course, is the new Gem-Knight card. And it is a normal spell card. Its effect is add 1 Gem-Knight card from your deck to your hand. Then you can fusion summon 1 Gem-Knight fusion monster from your extra deck, banishing those monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. You can only activate 1 Absorb Fusion per turn. You cannot switch summon any monsters the turn you activate this card except Gem-Knight monsters. It's a new searcher for them that's going to really help them out, and that alone is like the main part about this card that's going to help out Gem-Knights, because you're able to get a Gem-Knight card from your deck to your hand. But not only that, you're able to also fuse in this card. Some people were saying, of course, the banishing part of this effect, you know, is kind of a negative, which I agree it is. you know, to go for the fusion. But with cards like Obsidian that Gem Knights have, yeah, I can understand why they would do that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you use Constellars, do you use X-Sabers, or Gem Knights, and you've been waiting for a new card to really help them out? And I hope this is the cards that you're waiting for, because I see all these really helping out the archetypes that they're made for. As always, all the info will be in the description too if you want to check them out for yourself. Can't wait for them to be actually in the card game over here in the TCG. Again, not really sure when that's going to happen. And of course, can't wait to test them out on like Dev Pro and Yugioh Pro and stuff too. But yeah, tell me what you guys think, of course, in the comments. Thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe for the latest Yu-Gi-Oh news and stuff, because we still have a lot of other cards to talk about. Actually, a new Ghost Trick card to talk about as well, which I'll get to in the next video. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.